Hello everyone, my name is Alberto, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and if you do, give a like to the video, it's a great help for me. So I thought it might be fun and interesting to do some sewing gadgets. So I ordered a bunch, I ordered 10 items in the end. So what I ordered was, and I will put them here on the screen, sewing ruler. That's it. Nothing else required. This is just a ruler. I actually need one. I use plenty of rulers to draw my patterns. I thought, why not? Let's just see how it is. Again, this wasn't that cheap considering what it is. Then we have one roll 70 yards fabric tape hemming strip double-sided adhesive for garment accessories sewing tool. This I think is just one of those strip adhesives that you can use for like hemming. We do have them in Italy, but they're not that common, and it was always kind of frowned upon both in my internships and school time to use this because it's sort of a quick fix, but I never did. You don't need any of this. You can just use fusible interfacing to basically do the same thing. But I was curious. It's just simply a tape. We'll see how it is. I never used it. Oh, then this was sort of in the hope that by some miracle these were gonna be good. This is the 9.5, I'm assuming inches, but we never know. Gold scissor, gold handle, stainless steel, tailor sewing, scissor blade, dressmaking, shears, fabric, craft cutting, textile. This is just a pair of scissors in gold. Why not? I mean, it says they're 24 centimeters. It's okay. Mine, I'm pretty sure mine are longer. I have several of these sort of dressmaking scissors. I like them as long as possible because it makes it easier to cut, for me at least, long patterns. But we'll see how these are. Very cheap scissors. So. Oh, then we have 10 pieces, clothing, markers, DIY, color for fabric, chalk, dressmaker, sewing, tailors, erasable. This is just a fabric chalk. It seems by the pictures, which are obviously not gonna be from the actual product, it seems like a classic fabric chalk, which is sort of a soapy consistency and very chalky, very powdery. It's not usually that erasable, doesn't really matter, but it sort of washes out instead of, rubbing out or whatever. What the only ones I use are a Korean brand. I don't remember the name, but they're actually made of wax, and the difference in the formula makes it so that you can just basically make it disappear with steam, and to me that's much more attractive in something that you actually use on a pattern. But we'll see how these are. Again, very cheap. And the last item is the new craft lipstick shaped needles pin cushion with 5 sewing needles, pin cushion, rotable needle holder, sewing tool, accessories in pink. This is very stupid, but I thought it was gonna be fun. That's the only reason. Anyway, here's everything. We have the double-sided tape, very crackly. Again, as I said, I've never used this. I cannot really tell if like the consistency feels right. It sort of just feels like one thing, but there we go. Then we have the needle case, which is the lipstick, I believe. It might actually have needles inside. It opens like this, and it actually twists up, which I have to say, it's kind of adorable. I've no idea why I guess if you're like traveling, doing a quick fix somewhere, a sewing kit that could be good. It's actually really fun, I think. Moving on, we have necklace. And the necklace is our chalk. It's tied together with a rubber band, but here we are. So it smells awful, and it feels very chalky. I don't know how to explain it, but I'll show you later the chalks I actually use, so you'll see the difference in texture. This feels like something I don't like, but we will test them. Then we have the ruler. Oh, this is not too bad. It's very thick, very clear. Oh, right. This is supposed to be technically a quilting ruler. I have no idea why. Specifically quilting. If anyone can please illuminate me on the subject. It is a good ruler. Doesn't have any beveled edges, just quite sharp. But I do like that. I think it's nice and sturdy. And last but not least is my new scissors. So I must say the packaging is well done. Oh, they're bad. They feel very plasticky. I don't think there's any plastic in them. Maybe the coating, I guess. They're incredibly lightweight. This is very far away from my face, by the way. Don't worry. It, just in case it looks closer. Feels very lightweight. The blade actually feels pretty nice. We will see. So I'll do some like little demonstrations now and we'll try some of these products and we'll see how they are. So here we are. I took a piece of cloth just to try all the different things and iron it quickly. Here are the chalks. As you can see, they're pretty pale, which means they wouldn't work great on light fabric, but better on darker. They do leave a residue. They are workable, but as you see, it's sort of a thin line, kind of smudges quickly. It doesn't rub off completely. I'm assuming, I'm not gonna try now, but that it washes off. This is what I would use instead. Normally these are my wax ones. As you can see, marks much better on light fabrics. Let's try it with a ruler as well. It's a lot more defined and sharp, and you can sharpen them. You can sharpen both chalks, but this is easier to do. This is another thing that I did show you already, but I do love these erasable pens. They're so much sharper and thinner. And the best thing about them is that when you put some sort of heat on them, as you can see, they disappear completely. So in the end, that's my preferred choice. Let's try the scissors as well. Very thin scissors and light, but they do work fine. They're quite sharp. Noted this is a thin fabric, but it again, for the price they had, if you really need a pair of scissors to start sewing or dressmaking, these are not too bad. So overall, there's worse ones. This is the tape. I'm gonna cut a piece. As you can see, it's very, very thin. So overall, the roll they send you, again, for €1, that's gonna last you a long, long time. Let's try it. Just folding a piece of fabric. And this is a thin fabric, so I'm not gonna hold too long. It should be fine just to melt the adhesive and cool it down a bit before touching it. So this is how it looks. I think this would actually work pretty well on a whole hem. If you have an exposed part, it's pretty easy to peel it. Let's see if we can stick it down again. I think this will actually be perfect for thinner fabrics like silks, something you don't really want to stitch through. Something heavier, I think it would struggle. And again, the stitched hem in the end is still a better option, but in a pinch, it's not too bad. I do like the effect you get. I think the best would be to sort of use it inside the lining to hold it down, but where you still have some stitches holding the rest of the garment. That's it. I hope this was interesting for you and fun. I will see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you didn't already, and have a great day. Bye.